Good day, viewers. Step into the untamed world of wild battle, where we unveil the dramatic struggles, animal duels, and the primal hunt for survival. In Africa, predators attempted to have a hedgehog for lunch, but the mammal quickly proved with its sharp and long spines that it was inedible. So after a few minutes, the lion pride lost all interest in its prickly prey. When lions gather to feast on freshly hunted meat, hungry crocodiles regularly try to join in the feast. However, the royal family is not accustomed to sharing their prey, so the lions have to fend off persistent guests, sometimes even risking their own lives. An annoying goose decided to test its strength against a noble stallion. What a mistake. The horse had no intention of tolerating such disrespect, and without much hesitation, delivered a solid blow to the braggart, sending it into a spectacular knockout. A family of elephants peacefully arrived at a watering hole, unaware of any danger, when suddenly, a huge Nile crocodile grabbed one of the elephant calves by its trunk. It is unknown how the confrontation ended, but one can imagine that if the head of the family were in the place of the little one, the toothy predator would have faced fierce retaliation. An entire pride of lions literally hung on the unfortunate giraffe. But at one moment, the animal grew tired of carrying the burden of the clawed paws. The giraffe shook off its tormentors and stomped its foot in frustration, as if telling the predators that approaching it was no longer worth it. A 3-meter crocodile was peacefully resting on the riverbank, completely unsuspecting of any mischief. But at one moment, it caught the attention of a small terrier, who bravely launched an attack on the formidable reptile, barking and even biting its tail. Such aggression frightened the predator, and it fled in retreat. Think 2 monitor lizards decided to dance a passionate Argentine tango? In reality, in such an unusual pose, the lizards were trying to determine who was stronger, to bring the opponent down to the ground and secure their victory. That was the main goal of this dance battle. In this deadly confrontation, the zebra managed to thoroughly rattle the nerves of the crazed predator. As a result, the lioness not only remained hungry, but also beaten, as it is difficult to even count how many times it was thrown to the ground. The dog has seen a lot in its life, but being attacked by deranged psycho cats and threatened with violence was a first for the poor canine. It had to literally break free from the clutches of inevitable dismemberment. And here's another dog that made a huge mistake. It approached a small kitten. Its mother, of course, instantly rushed to demonstrate its fighting skills. It turns out it's a true professional in that department. The lion pride was peacefully feasting on a substantial prey when a pack of cunning hyenas interrupted their lunch. One female lioness attempted to attack the intruders, but to no avail. Then, the prize leader appeared on the horizon and swiftly showed everyone who's the boss. The lioness put on quite a show as it grappled with the zebra foal. The predator seemed to want to play with its prey before enjoying a satisfying feast. The alarmed adult individuals watched the heart-wrenching scene with horror, but none of them dared to come to the aid of the little one. The buffalo observed the lurking cat for a while, and then thought, what the heck, and charged. As a result, this venture proved not in vain, and the predator, limping on one leg, fled far away. 2 lionesses lashed onto the buffalo with a deadly grip, but suddenly, another member of the family came to its aid, and with a powerful horn strike, narrowly missed piercing the wildcat's belly. Then another friend arrived, and the bewildered predators were forced to retreat with empty paws. The deer found itself in a real trap, as it had to swim to reach the nearest shore. Aware of the danger of being eaten by predators, it still dared to jump into the water. The crocodile's reaction was not long in coming, and it lunged at its prey. However, help came from where no one expected. It's no wonder they say there's strength in numbers. A whole pack of hungry hyenas decided to have a wildcat for lunch, Using the tactic of bite and run, they noticeably rattled their potential prey's nerves. But as we can see, the visibly tired animal wasn't about to give up prematurely and took a brief pause. It went to the water hole simply to catch its breath. Dust show? No. It's just a rhinoceros and an elephant that can't get along. With such successes, let's hope that they at least by the evening will sort out their complicated relationship. Two little sheep decided to clarify who's the boss. However, they chose different tactics. One went for the charge and ram approach, while the other opted for stand your ground and fend off attacks. How their battle ended remains unknown. The lion pride observed the black buffalo for a long time, which was hiding in the bushes to avoid falling into the clutches of predators. But it quickly grew tired of this game. That's when the horned animal decided not to wait for a painful attack, but to attack itself. Due to its strength and size, as well as its aggressiveness, the rhino was not threatened by any predator during attacks in the wild, except humans. Depending on the species, the rhinoceros can have different sizes, but the largest is considered a white rhinoceros, which weighs from 2 to 3 tons. It remains a mystery what is the reason for the battle between this buffalo and the rhino. But the advantage is clearly on the side of the rhino, which could easily throw apart a dozen of these buffaloes. At the end, the buffaloes just scattered. Leopard versus bird. The diet of the leopard usually consists of hoofed animals, but sometimes this predator can eat rodents, monkeys, as well as birds and snakes. In this episode, you can see all the agility of this beautiful animal. It managed to catch a bird even in a tree. It will not attack a human being, but if you disturb the animal, especially if it's wounded, the leopard will definitely attack, and the consequences can be sorrowful. History knows a sad case from the beginning of the 20th century in India, when a rabid leopard killed more than 130 people, and this is only official data. At night, it used to sneak into houses and yards of people and kill them on the spot. Hippos do not like strangers in their territory, or rather in their swamp, and even the most ferocious predators, crocodiles, sometimes have a hard time. Adult crocodiles are probably not afraid of anything, except aggressive hippos. The bite of a female hippo was measured because males are too aggressive, but even its bite force reached a giant value, 128 kilograms per square centimeter. It's interesting that the word hippopotamus comes from the Greek word for water horse. Hippos are related to whales and cows. Elephant versus hippopotamus. In this video, you can see the elephant wanted to swim in the swamp and forgot about its cub, who always follows it. The elephant was knee-deep in water, but the poor baby almost drowned, for it was only helped by its trunk, which it carefully held above water to breathe. But this was not the end of the elephant's problems, as there were 2 hippos in the swamp. They do not like strangers in their territory, so they slowly rushed to the elephant, which was barely hanging on. But the furious elephant mother reacted to the threat in time. It attacked the hippos and drove them away with its powerful tusks. It's good that everything ended well for the elephants. We appreciate your support and enthusiasm for Wild Battle. To stay updated on the latest battles, rivalries, and daring hunting encounters in the animal kingdom, make sure to subscribe and drop a comment below.